Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to another quick Payday 2 video. Today we're going to be talking about the Scarface weapons. I just got back from doing the stealth heist and I failed, so hey. Anyways, we're going to go into the first weapon. This is part of the character pack, the Little Friend 2.62 assault rifle. Now, let's just go into modify already. So, what's interesting about this gun is that it is pretty much set up like a mini grenade launcher. It's a two-in-one weapon. Now, Seth has been recently saying that it's pretty much like in the M308 of like ammo economy and damage. I mean, it's close. It's close to damage certainly, but ammo for the M308 is more tolerable than this gun, I would say, to be honest. But that's just me. So, the 4 of 5 categories you can add to this weapon are, you know, little barrel extensions. Now, there's no point in concealment of this gun in any way. There's no point in putting concealment on this gun, which I will most likely do. But, yeah, there's no point in concealing it. I would say the best one for it is this one, the one that does 127 or 172 damage, but it doesn't really feel like a difference when you have the compensator, this one. But it also adds, you know, more accuracy, more stability, which I like. If you would want to add anything, add accuracy as a bonus. You don't really need single fire or auto fire. Auto fire is really good though for taking out like minor enemies, but also the auto fire. But you're most likely going to be using this gun for more of the single fire. In gadgets, always get the lead combo. It's just a standard in the game to always get a lead combo. And pick whatever sight you feel like. So, let's see here. So, I would say the best skills for this gun are ammo. You want to make sure that you get the best ammo you can out of this gun and get some damage skills. And that's pretty much about it. Now, grenade launcher attachment to this, which, let me equip the gun. We're going to be talking about both of these guns, by the way. So, let's head on over into the, shoot, we can't. Forget it. Just let the crew handle it. Yeah, I know, I didn't get the points. Oh well. I might have gotten the points, I don't know. And let's just go to the safe house anyways. So, for the weapon of the My Little Friend is set up like an LMG, not entirely, and I'm going to explain that. So, let's just go here. And what I mean by that is the bipod feature for the weapons of LMGs is how to switch it to the grenade launcher, which I entirely thought was going to be different because I thought it was going to be more as in you have to use the auto fire stuff, like it would be maybe a single shot or an auto fire. No, they're actually cool enough to switch it so it was the bipod, and I think for a lot of weapons in the future it's going to be set up like that where if there's ever a grenade launcher attachment to some other weapon, which they might actually add grenade launcher attachments in the future, I don't know. It just have to sacrifice ammo economy, which I'm entirely okay with because they make a few guns actually good. Alright, so we're in our safe house here. Give me a second. Alright, so let's head downstairs into the testing room. Thanks to Wick allowing me to test weapons. Alright, so we have the single fire on, right? Alright, so there's about 170 now. Someone told me back in the day that there is no headshot multiplier to these, so it's just like the base damage. So let's reload and do the damage counter. See, now you can rapid fire and it does about 5,950 damage. Let's throw that on an ammo bag.
There's an ammo bag over here.
I'm gonna do more damage. Yeah, let's reload, reset the counter. So as you can see, the auto or the single fire is pretty tolerable. Let's switch it to auto fire. Does the same amount of damage, but it's a bit harder to control. Like here, watch. Let me switch it up. That was me the entire time pulling it down. This is me without pulling it down. It goes up into the right. So keep that in mind whenever you're using this weapon. So now we're going to be using the grenade launcher attachment, which my button is 3. But whatever your bipod attachment is, make sure you switch it to that. So it does about 2,455. And it reloads normally like this. So. So there you go. Now, you can get ammo like normal, like this. The total ammo is 4. You can also do it like this, which is actually pretty cool. So if you have bullet storm, you can just do it that way. So, yeah. It pretty much acts like a mini GL40. Though a lot of people hate the GL40 for some odd reason. I actually like it, but... Anyways, moving down, we're going to head down into the training room. Play some music. So we're going to use both of these. Now, you can't switch it when reloading, keep that in mind, or running. So there you go. That's how the weapon pretty much acts. Now, if we were, say, to switch it to more of a... Instead of the auto fire, let's switch it to the other fire. Let me just reload everything here. So, switch it back. I would say double tap is the way to go with this weapon. So as you can see, it's very nice for, did I beat my world record? I don't know if I did. So it's very nice for tap shooting, so I would only recommend auto fire when you're in a close combat situation. So, no. So what's the useful for this? I would say it's a pretty good, decent way to take out snipers. It doesn't have a good enough accuracy, I would say, but if you can get the skills for it. And I would say that it's a bit harder to control when trying to take out a sniper, but if you're only precise with it, then you should be good. Oh, hey, hold on, let's talk to him. How's it going? He has no dialogue. Funny. So now we have this weapon. Now I can't take any damage, so we should be good. Now, this, on the other hand, is the Commando 101 rocket launcher. This is pretty much a standard rocket launcher that almost everybody at this point knows, just like the RPG. It fires 4 shots, and you can pick whatever one you want. Doesn't seem like I can auto-fire it, or like, you know. So, as you can see here, you can fire once. Reload. Pull this out. Reload. You can only fire one at a time. I would say it's pretty much like a better RPG in a sense, just with lower damage. They do need to fix the models, though. It's going like the rocket's going out of your head. Now, it doesn't really matter what kind of rocket you're using, though. This rocket in particular actually cannot take out 2 dozers if you're shooting between them. I bet you can if you like on one or Death Wish. You can't take out two dozers with this between them. But I bet you can like get their armor off or something. So let's go to the course here. There's no point in doing this, but hey. I took out the civilian too. So reload. Your main problem is going to be the reload time, but I'd say if you find good cover, you should be good. Load. Oh, I took out that guy too. Alright. Yeah, so it's just like a mini version, and I did expect this to be a primary, but it is a secondary. Also keep in mind that this is also a primary. Well, it is a primary. Now, I would say that this one does have a reason to be a primary, but I feel like this needs to be a primary rather than a secondary, because we about have 3, and now we have 4 grenade launchers in the secondary class, and we only have 2 in the primary class. We have the RPG, the China Puff, the Arbiter, and now this one adds a list of things as a secondary rocket launcher, or RPG, or grenade launchers, whatever you want to call them. Now, on the other hand, primaries only have 2, GL40 and Piglet. I would say if Overkill wants to change this, they should just probably allow players to have specials in any category at this point in time. That way you can have a bow as a secondary and something else as a primary. Just because specials, I feel like, should be all around a primary and a secondary weapon, but that's just me. Now, the distance of where you can fire this, I think there is a bit of a drop-off. Let's see here. Can I... No, doesn't seem to be a drop-off. Now, there is a drop-off for this weapon, though. Let's see here. Let's go a bit over here. Yeah. So, fire. I'll aim like if I was shooting a guy. So as you can see here, it drops off right about here. Now if I was to aim a bit higher, let's see here. Load. Hits the ceiling. Now it hits the glass. So there is a bit of a drop off with this weapon, so keep that in mind when you're using the grenade launcher attachment. But all around, I think this is a really good weapon. If you get enough ammo skills into it, it should be good. Plus for the simple fact that if you use the grenade launcher attachment, it's going to be a lifesaver in any sort of situation. I would say that this is 1 down viable. I'd have to test it out more, but I think it's a pretty good weapon on 1 down. Moving on, we have this weapon. Now, as a secondary, it is sad that it is a secondary because in my honest opinion, it should be a primary. Because it allows players more diverse weapons for each of the classes, right? I think the reason why it isn't a primary is just for the damage. I think that's what leads to it being a secondary. But is it viable? I would say yes, but only on Mayhem and Death Wish. I don't think the damage can sustain 1 down, but we would have to test that out a bit more. I would say it's a pretty good weapon all around. Not too bad, not too bad. This one I would say is a pretty nice weapon for the pack. I would say it's at least $1.30. $1 just for the weapon and $1.30 just for the attachment. This I would say probably just like $1. Not enough to impress me, but yeah. And plus, since it's a part of the heist, it's on a higher scale, I would say. But this one isn't, because a lot of the weapons that come from character packs, like, I can't think of a single one that almost everybody uses. I mean, there's the Jocelyn, but that was free, so I don't really count it towards Bonnie's specific gun. Rust's gun was bad. Or actually, Rust, what weapon did you have again? Oh, the Breaker. No, actually, that was a good gun. But in terms of assault rifles, this is probably the best one in recent times. The problem with it, though, is just the ammo. If you can tab shoot and not use the auto fire, then you should be good on ammo economy. The grenade launcher does act as like normal ammo, so for every ammo that you get, I've had increased skills too. So I'm pretty sure, at least I've increased skills. Every box that you get increases 1. That does include for the grenade launcher, the last time that I tested it, that the grenade launcher and the ammo for the regular gun act the same, so you get 1 for each. So the grenade launcher is probably going to get used more, and then once you have a fully loaded clip and everything, then you should be good on that side. There we go. Yep, that's about it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It was hopefully a quick video for you guys to learn about the weapons that have come out of these packs. Next, we're probably going to be talking about the character. Maybe, I don't know, the melee weapons. Who knows? I'll probably be talking about the heist or something, but who knows? Hey, Sydney, I got you a present. Oh. I don't think she liked it.